Hey, how's it going? It's Xavier. Hey, I actually want to do just a quick rundown on the MBUX system here, the infotainment. Starting at the top portion, and then I'll kind of work my way towards the entirety of it. But starting with the very basic, just the home button. Hey, what is that? Basically you go through a few pages on any of those icons. You click on it, you hit the home button. Eventually, it takes you back to the home page, which is this one. Next is the profile section. So if you have like the profile set up, you can save your memory seats. You could save your radio stations to preferences, and then the other user will have their own radio stations. Same thing with the navigation. Let's say you have a frequent navigation places you go to. It'll save those based on the user profile, based on the driver. So next is the search. Basically gives you quick access to the navigation search, so you can quickly put in that address that's on there. Next is the favorites. So I use this really for the radio station mainly, but you could do this for the ambient lights, the seat kinetics, quick access to that, among the many options. So I'm just going to show you a favorite radio station I listen to. You just save it there. It gives you quick access to it. Over on the right hand side, that's where you got your cell phone data. You got your the 4G, what it's the Wi-Fi hotspot, what it's capable of, and then the clock. Right now it's military time, but obviously you go to settings and change it to regular time. So that's just kind of brief rundown for the top. Hey, so now I'm going to focus on the middle section here. You can see the navigation, the phone, radio, and then you keep going. There's going to be more icons. And then there's a setting right below. But first, let me show you just what the navigation screen does, what it looks like. This is where you go to hit that where to go to your nearest settings. You click on that little icon on the right-hand side to either change it to 3D or 2D. I prefer 3D. I think it looks better. But let's go ahead and hit the home button. Go back to that. And then these are the two little icons that that are below. And let me show you what it does when you click on it. It just provides quick access to it, to the search. And there's if you have your home go home feature set up, that's where you would go to quickly get access to that. Next one is the phone. And this is where you go where if you have let's say a couple phones paired, this is where you would go to toggle back and forth if you want a specific one to have access to the Bluetooth audio or to the Apple CarPlay. This is where you would go to change those out as well. And actually, let me go home real quick. And that's where you go to if you're going to add a phone or pair one. And that's where you would go to make a call. It'll pull up your phone book and recent calls. Next is the radio one. So it's a scroller. You just kind of scroll through radio stations. I use I use this. To save the favorites. Okay, and what you're supposed to do. So I'm just gonna select this channel station. You hold it down until you see that little icon go across. That saves it to favorites. And again, gives you just quick access to your favorites, and you just kind of keep going back and forth. We'll go to the next one just real quick. When you hit settings, this is where you go to change, let's say the bass, the fade, the treble, and this is where you go to actually change the sound settings on the car. So it just provides you just a quick access to it. So media. That is, again, you got your phone set up, you're listening to your music wirelessly. Again, you would just go there and it would click on that. And then you also have the same settings as far as that. So going to the MBUX, you already have it. This is where you would access the Mercedes Me, but you already have that, so you're fine. And then you have the browser, right? And that's where to activate the Wi-Fi hotspot. Again, it is a T-Mobile subscription. For about $15 a month. But again, that's for people that essentially they work from the car. They have a home office in their car. But other than that, if you have a cell phone, you really don't need it. Keep going. So comfort. This is where you go to change the ambient lights or the seat kinetics. Again, the seats, they do move. That's designed for long road trips. It does move the body to minimize fatigue and blood clotting. You may want to just try it out just to give it a go and see what it's like. And again, it's for extended drives on the vehicle. Go home. All right, so let me go. So that's where you toggle back and forth to go directly to the ambient light. That's what those two icons are for. Let me keep going. Okay. Okay, so off-road. So if you're an off-road type of person, this is where you go to get the off-roading data. Lets you know the incline of where you're going. These are people that are pretty serious about it. You get the immediate data of how much each tire is being used. This is the where you, again, if you're off-roading, it lets you know what's under your car as you go past it. It's just, I want to show you that that's what the car is capable of. I don't think most people on GLSs do that, but that's what it's capable of. And then this kind of lets you track your off-roading, adventures, and lets you know data on that. So info is for, I would say, the tech people that, they want to know, the fuel consumption, how much brake and accelerator is being used. The next icon's engine. Hey, how much power is being used at a given time? Just lets you know. I would say it's more for the tech people. That provides just a quick access to some of the icons I showed you. So this is the next one's the vehicle settings. This is where you would go to change, hey, some of the lighting features. When you want the doors, to go off the lights, the unlocking features on it. The parking, hey, maybe you don't like the parking sensors that are on it as well. You could turn that off. That's all done through the vehicle settings. Obviously, you have the vehicle light system, the voice command. You could turn that off if you don't like it, if you find it annoying. And then you could always reset it, the system as well. Like, hey, I just want to start everything from new, and that's where you go to kind of reset it as well. And then this is where, again, you have your phone, your devices set up. It's just sort of kind of like a duplication phone, but you could actually. Hey, but that's the brief rundown on it. If you have any questions, let me know.